Welcome to CBSEasy.
All right, welcome. In this explainer, we're going to tackle one of the most practical chapters you'll study, consumer rights. We're breaking down everything you need from your Class 10 economics material to absolutely ace this topic on your board exams. So, let me ask you something. Ever had that sinking feeling? You buy a product, you get it home, and you realize something's wrong. Maybe it's broken, or you were charged more than the price tag said. We've all been there, right? That feeling is exactly why consumer rights are so incredibly important. You know, for a long time, we as consumers were kind of powerless. Exploitation was everywhere. Shops using dodgy scales, products being mixed with impurities, medicines being sold after their expiry date, you name it. These kinds of unfair practices are precisely what the consumer movement decided to stand up against. All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start by looking at the challenges consumers face. Then we'll track how the movement to fight back began. After that, we'll dive into a game-changing law called COPRA, uncover your consumer superpowers, figure out how you can actually get justice, and wrap it all up with some key terms you've got to know for your exams. So, think about it. For ages, if a consumer wasn't happy, the only real choice was to, just stop buying that thing. The seller had zero responsibility, but that frustration started to build up, and eventually it exploded into a full-blown organized movement. Now, this didn't happen overnight. It was a real struggle. Back in the 1960s, things like food shortages and black marketing really pushed people to get organized. By the 70s, you had actual consumer groups fighting against corruption. Then, in 1985, a huge international step was taken when the UN laid out guidelines for consumer protection, which really helped build momentum for change right here in India. So all this pressure, all this organizing, it was all leading to one single massive moment, a landmark law that would completely rewrite the rules of the game for every single consumer in the country. And that moment was the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. You'll probably know it by its popular name, COPRA. And trust me, this is a huge deal. It became the main weapon for consumers, giving us a legal framework to finally fight back against exploitation. Okay, exam tip alert. Jot this one down. December 24th. That's National Consumers Day in India. And why that date? Because it's the exact day this powerful act was passed. Super important to remember. So what's so cool about COPRA? Well, it doesn't just protect you. It actually empowers you. It grants every single one of us a set of powerful rights. Honestly, you can think of them as your consumer superpowers in the marketplace. Let's run through them. These are your essential tools. You've got the right to safety, so you're protected from dangerous products, the right to be informed, so you know exactly what you're buying, the right to choose, so no one can force you to buy something, the right to seek redressal, which means you can get justice, and the right to represent, so you can be heard. Okay, the right to be informed is massive. It's the reason companies have to print all that info on the package. The ingredients, the MRP or maximum retail price, the expiry date, you name it. This single right is what allows you to make smart decisions and protects you from getting ripped off. And here's a perfect real-world example. Take a look at this label on a gas stove. You see all that information? The ISI mark for safety, the manufacturer's details. That's your right to be informed in action. It's all there so you can make a safe and smart choice. Okay, so knowing your rights is one thing, but what happens when someone violates them? How do you actually use these superpowers and get justice? And that's the genius of COPRA. It didn't just list a bunch of rights and walk away. It actually built a whole new legal system, separate from the regular courts, designed specifically to help consumers solve their problems. Pay close attention here, because this is a classic exam question, the three-tier redressal system. It's pretty simple. For claims up to 1 crore rupees, you go to the district commission. If your claim is between 1 and 10 crores, you head to the state commission. And for anything over 10 crores, it's the national commission. You gotta know these levels. All right, let's see how this works in real life with Prakash's story. He sent a money order for his daughter's wedding and it just vanished. Did he just give up? No way. He filed a case in his district commission, presented his proof, and started the legal process. It shows that anyone, an ordinary person, can actually use this system to get justice. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Let's lock in some must-know keywords and symbols for your exam. These are easy points if you just recognize them, so let's nail them. You've probably seen these logos around. For any electrical stuff, you're looking for that ISI mark. It's a guarantee of safety. Buying gold jewelry, it's got to have the hallmark. These symbols are your shortcut to knowing a product meets a certain standard of quality. And it's the same deal with food. When you're picking up packaged agricultural goods like honey, ghee, or spices, keep an eye out for the ag mark symbol. That little logo is your assurance of purity and quality. You know, there's this fantastic quote from Mahatma Gandhi that just sums up the whole spirit of this movement. It says, "The customer isn't an interruption of our work, they're the purpose of it." It's a powerful reminder that in a fair market, the consumer comes first. And that's why you see government campaigns like Jago Grahak Jago. It literally means wake up consumer. The idea is simple. Awareness is the first step, because an aware consumer is an empowered consumer. So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. The rights are yours. The system is there for you. The laws exist to protect you. The real question is, are you using them? Are you an informed consumer? Because it all starts with you.
Thank you for watching with us. See you next time.